Is evolution based on imagination? Now, a huge percentage of all evolutionary assumptions are based on disproven pictures, charts, and information. Now, this does not disprove the theory, but anything that is based on these disproven assumptions do great damage to the theory of evolution. Typically, phrases that expose these assumptions are "it appears," or "perhaps," or "it must have occurred this way," and these are very typical in evolution textbooks and other evolution books. And then it even goes further that events are described that have absolutely no evidence. Typically, the missing pieces are filled in to make the theory seem viable. The first example we'll look at is life began with lightning in a prebiotic soup. Well, first of all, science evidence shows us that this so-called prebiotic soup has never existed. And secondly, even if it did, there is no evidence that life, or even the beginning parts of life, would have been formed by this prebiotic soup. In fact, with that kind of a prebiotic soup, it would have been impossible. Number 2, humans evolved from apes. We've already seen that missing links are filled in with fraudulent or unscientific ape men with no true scientific evidence to back it up. And lately there have been many of these so-called ape men that are either completely ape or completely human, but not a mixture of both. Example 3. Life began from inorganic material. This idea is based solely on the assumption that evolution is true, but certainly has no foundation in science. This is probably the greatest of all stories based on imagination that is deemed impossible by numerous scientific facts. And the fourth one we'll look at is mutations are the vehicle for evolution. Well, since mutations cannot be permanently good, this idea is strictly imagination with no science to back it up. When you begin reading the books on the subject, you run into various statements like, one path of multicellular evolution led to a loose confederation of cells known to us as the sponges. Well, these kinds of statements are prolific and are based entirely on speculation and imagination. So far, no science can show the validity to that kind of a statement. Now, personally, I would not pick up a book on the subject of evolution, unless of course it debunks the theory, until you're well grounded in the scientific flaws of the theory. But once you are well versed, then it will become quite easy to tell when imagination is being substituted for science. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for visiting evosecrets.com, and we'll see you on the next video.